Remember, even though there is no specific assignment in the MyMathLab homework that says 5.1, you should always read the first section of every chapter. This gives you the chapter problem that the author will be using throughout the book. Statistics is a subject or a discipline that you are going to have to read in order to learn. Looking at the review, this chapter combines the methods of descriptive statistics that we learned in chapters 2 and 3 and those of the probability that we picked up in chapter 4 to describe and analyze probability distributions. That's what chapter 5 is about, is the variety of probability distributions. Probability distributions describe what will probably happen instead of what did happen. And we determine what probably happens based on what did happen. You can see these descriptions given in the format of a graph, a table, or a formula. For 5.2, what we're going to be doing today, we will be using predominantly tables. And 5.3 and 5.4 we'll be looking at formulas more than tables. In order to fully understand probability distributions, we must first understand the concept of a random variable and be able to distinguish between discrete and continuous random variables. In 5.4, we're going to look at discrete probability distributions. We are going to discuss the binomial distribution, not the Poisson. We will omit the Poisson. And here's a graph that illustrates what it looks like when we combine descriptive methods and probabilities. And this table is also in section 5.1 of your book. We start with a problem. In the chapter problem, they're going to be looking at determining the sex of a baby. They have an X sort and a Y sort that this company uses in order to, this in vitro fertilization company, in order to predetermine the sex of a baby. So here we're using information from chapters 2 and 3 to collect the sample data from families with 2 children and then come up with a probability table looking at the mean and the standard deviation of the probability of having a certain number of children, and then find the probability for each of the possibilities for the number of girls. In chapter 5, we combine these two things then in order to put all this together in a probability distribution function.